Teslas are completely sold out. If you wanted a Tesla right now, you'd have to wait 6 months to almost a year. But if you are super annoyed at the rising gas prices and you don't mind the wait, or if you have already ordered a Tesla, this video is for you. Some of these mistakes that we're gonna talk about today are like, duh, only an idiot would make those mistakes. But I am that idiot. I am guilty of making some of these mistakes that we're going to talk about in this video. Of course, I do value your time, and if you clicked on this video or if Google sent you here for a particular topic, I do segment out my videos and title them. So if you wanted to listen to a particular topic, just skip through. So the number one mistake people make when buying the Tesla is ironically when buying the Tesla itself. This applies especially to cities that do not have a Tesla service center yet. So when you're buying the Tesla, make sure you buy the Tesla from the Tesla website. There is absolutely no such thing as a Tesla authorized dealership. In fact, Tesla absolutely hates dealership. Watch this small clip where Elon was explaining why the dealership model is very inefficient.
Our philosophy with respect to service is not to make a profit on service. Unfortunately, the way that the Auto Dealer Association is set up is that they make most of their profit on service.
He also talks about how in a study, 88 to 99% of the people would opt in for direct sales instead of going through a dealership. So if you were to buy a Tesla from a dealership, the only way the dealership could make money is charging you a premium. This is a mistake that I made myself, as there is a dealership here in Winnipeg that pretends to be a Tesla authorized dealership. After I started my YouTube channel, I got to know that there is no such thing as a Tesla authorized dealership. I have contacted Tesla in Tesla Calgary and Tesla Saskatoon here in Canada and asked them if there's any official Tesla service center in Winnipeg yet. Their answer was no, and they were also aware of this dealership pretending to be Tesla authorized or Tesla expert. This is a mistake that I made myself as well, because I didn't educate myself on how to actually buy a Tesla before I pulled the trigger. When I went to the dealership, and this can be different across multiple dealerships, but they were offering me warranties that already came with the car. For those of you who don't know, the Tesla comes with 8 years of warranty in the battery and 4 years bumper to bumper. So some dealerships try and use that to sell that as well, or sell that as an add-on, saying that we offer this and Tesla maybe, and implies that Tesla maybe doesn't, so that you buy a car from them. They also try to sell me unlimited charging of their level 2 chargers. And level 2 chargers, they're not really that efficient, where they'll charge your car from 0 to 80% in 20 to 25 minutes. Level 2 chargers take almost 5 to 6 hours to charge. So having unlimited charging at a level 2 charger is not something that is attractive. But if you were a Tesla owner that didn't really know about Teslas, that would look something invaluable. Also, when the Tesla qualified for the incentive, I had a lot of people reaching out to me in my social media on how they can apply for this federal credit of $5,000 that they get here in Manitoba. Apparently, this shady dealership was keeping the $5,000 for themselves and selling the Tesla at full price. Also, if you go through a third-party dealership, you'll also probably get a higher interest rate. I've noticed my friends who got their Tesla directly from Tesla got really good interest rates. Other than that, the dealership in your city might be different, but at the same time, going through a dealership or a third party isn't the best choice. If you got your Tesla from a third party, you would also not get access to the Tesla app immediately. So I had to wait almost 2 to 3 weeks in the winter, which means I could not remotely start my car. And so every time I got my car, it was really cold. So it was kind of like paying for this really premium car and not having the ability to remotely start it. Also, you probably don't really need to go through anyone for service or even roadside assistance for a Tesla. Everything you need for the Tesla is in the Tesla app. So let's say you want to schedule service. You just click service and you can just schedule service immediately from the service. If you need roadside assistance, you just click on roadside assistance. You tell them what's wrong with your car and Tesla will send someone to fix your car. Even if your Tesla is not drivable, they will send a tow truck to tow your Tesla to the nearest service center. And for cities that do not have a service center, your city might have a mobile workshop that they use. So for example, here in Winnipeg, they have a small shop of 2 great guys who work on Teslas, and the service technician who works there said they haven't still sent out one single Tesla out of Winnipeg yet. Even if you select roadside assistance, it might show you that your car needs to be shipped to a different city. In the end, when someone gets to your case, you probably will get rerouted to mobile service if you don't have a Tesla service center in your city. Mistake number 2 is simply buying the full self-driving with the Tesla. I've owned a Tesla for 2 years with basic autopilot. I have friends who have full self-driving, and I can tell you today, especially if you live in Canada, that you probably don't need full self-driving. Basic autopilot is more than enough. The price of full self-driving is $10,000. So if you really wanted to bet on the future, I would say taking out that $10,000 and putting it in Tesla stock is probably way better than spending on $10,000 in something that you probably might have in the future. But if robo-taxis were to be successful, that price of $10,000 would skyrocket. But like I said, if you were to put that $10,000 in Tesla stock, if robo-taxis were super successful, your Tesla stock would be super successful as well. Also, you don't necessarily have to spend that $10,000. You can do $200 a month for a Tesla subscription of the FSD, and you can cancel anytime you want, which is great. So when you're in a road trip, that's when you used autopilot the most. You put it in autopilot and you sit down. Maybe you fall asleep here and there, but other than that, you don't really need FSD. You don't need auto lane change. You can just do the auto lane change for yourself. It will take like 10 seconds of your time, and the rest, 99% of the trip, you can let the Tesla drive. I did a video initially when I first started YouTube in the winter when I first got my Tesla. If you want to watch that video, I'll just link it up here. In that video, you'll see that almost 99% of the time in the city, I was using Tesla basic autopilot, and I only just disengaged autopilot only 1% of the entire drive. Mistake number 3 is not planning on how you can charge your Tesla at home ahead of time. If you want to own a Tesla in the most efficient way possible, get home charging figured out before you get delivery of your Tesla. Yes, Tesla does have superchargers that you can use that can charge up the car really fast, but these Tesla superchargers are meant to be used when you're on a road trip or people like me who do not have the means to charge their Tesla at home. If you're like me and you live in an apartment and you don't have the means to charge a Tesla at home, I did a video on that as well, and I'll link it up here. But if you're lucky enough to install a Tesla charger at home, this is what you should do. The most cost efficient way to do this is buying the NEMA plug for around 44 to 60 Canadian dollars that you can find on Tesla's website. Then you can get an electrician, or if you just moved into a new house, most houses have like a dryer plug in the garage. The plug needs to be around like a dryer plug of 220 to 240 volts instead of the 110 volts that we have in North America. If you have a dryer plug already installed in your garage, in that case you don't have to do anything. But if you do not have a dryer plug installed in your garage, you probably have to hire an electrician, and it will cost you anywhere from $500 to $2,000 that I've seen. The price will vary from where you live. In Manitoba, I've seen the price go from $500 to $2,000, but it all depends on how far your garage is from your main electrical panel. Now, before we talk about mistake number 4, I'll give you a bonus tip as well at the end of this video, a mistake that every Tesla owner makes, so stay tuned. Mistake number 4 is not inspecting your Tesla at delivery. Even though Tesla has got better over the years with new Tesla owners facing issues with their Tesla, it is still a good idea to inspect your Tesla at delivery. Tesla also has this shaky 150 kilometer policy where you can kind of tell them what's wrong with the car before you reach 150 kilometers, and they'll come out and fix your car. But it is the best idea to inspect your Tesla at delivery in the delivery service center. So if you see any problems with the car, you can get it fixed right then and there. Or even if they're really busy and they can't get to your car immediately, they have it in their notes that you did note it on delivery that there were these specific problems that need to be fixed. You can also download an inspection checklist from the internet that you can print out before you go out and get delivery for your Tesla. And the last mistake, mistake number 5, is not knowing what range you need for the Tesla. So if you go to the Tesla website and you're planning to buy a Tesla, and you, let's say, go to Tesla Standard Range Plus, which has a range of 424 kilometers, that 424 kilometers is not the range that you can expect when you drive a Tesla. The 424 kilometers of range that you see on the Tesla website is the range that you will get at ideal temperatures driving like a grandma. Realistically, you get 75% to 80% of the range that you see in the summer and 50 to 60% of that range in the winter. So let's say, for example, your commute to and from work every day is 200 kilometers. You can only make that commute in the summer, but in the winter it can get really close. In the winter, keep in mind, to get to work it'll be 100 kilometers, and when you're sitting in work for, let's say, 7 to 8 hours, that will also consume the battery, especially if you at work do not have heated parking, or if you're parking the Tesla outside unplugged. So that will consume battery as well, and you probably would not be able to make it home. So in cases like that, I know it's gonna be few, in cases like that, you probably need the dual motor long range Tesla Model 3. The dual motor long range Model 3 is going to give you more than 300 kilometers, which should be comfortable for your commute. The winter and the temperatures that I'm talking about in this video are around -20 to -30 degrees Celsius in the winter. So if that's you, this applies to you. But if you get winters of like 0 degrees to -10 degrees, you don't even have to worry. At 0 degrees, I haven't seen the Tesla get optimal driving distance, but it does get 250 to 280 kilometers at that temperature. So if that's your winter, you don't have to worry. So those are the 5 mistakes that I've seen a lot of people make, including myself and all the people that reached out to me. They were making the exact same mistakes. I know some of these mistakes might be really obvious to you, but if there's any mistake that you made that you think might have been obvious, just comment down below and let us know. So to summarize all the mistakes and the solutions for them is: number 1, buy your Tesla from the Tesla website. Solution to mistake number 2 is do not buy FSD. Solution to mistake number 3 is make sure you have a place to charge your Tesla before you get delivery. Solution to mistake number 4 is inspecting your Tesla at delivery. Solution to mistake number 5 is know the real world range of the Tesla you're looking to buy and see if it's suitable for you. So a bonus that I promised you guys earlier in this video, and a mistake that a lot of Tesla owners make, is when you get your Tesla, wave at other Tesla owners. When you're in the road, wave at other Tesla owners. This is a mistake that a lot of people make, so make sure you do not make this mistake. So that was all that I wanted to cover in this video. As always, if you guys like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe, and hit the bell notification button to get notified when I upload a new video. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Goodbye.